So I've been generally happy with my laser cutter, but one thing it doesn't do very well is right angles. I was working on this piece here as a template for something. I needed all the angles to be like 90 degrees, and it looks good, right? But it is not. So let me show you. So if I put this at the edge of the table, and I have this flush to here, and then we move that flush over there, even though the bottom is flush, there's quite a bit of gap. That's almost like 2 millimeters over here. Whereas down here, it is perfectly flat. So I thought I'm gonna have to take this apart, make this more perpendicular. But after asking the internet, some guy named Rob, thanks Rob, said that I don't have to do that. All I have to do is just to make sure that this distance from here, this is the X gantry that moves back and forth here. So I just to make sure that this distance from here to here is identical to this distance from here to here. And the way he said to fix that is basically there are two belts here that moves this back and forth, up and down. There's a set of belt going down, up and down here, and there's another set of belt up and down here. And what happened is that two of them are out of sync. So this one is actually, I measure it, it's closer than this one. This one is farther, so it's like crooked. So the first thing you have to do is just take these two screws, that one here and that one there, and that will allow us to have access to the coupler. That gives us access to this rod, and as I said before, there's a belt underneath here. You could feel it if you move it here. I don't know if you could see it, but there's a belt here, and on the other side there's also a belt underneath there. And then that both belts are being driven by this rod and the motor, and then the rod that goes the other side. And what happened is that moves the gantry up and down. And somehow during the manufacturing, I think this one here basically is closer and that one is further. So he said just loosen these and then measure the distance, and that should fix the problem. Okay, let's give it a shot. I think I'm just gonna undo this side because this side is round and that one may be a D-shaped, and it looks like there are three set screws on each side. So we're gonna have to undo all three. Sorry if you could hear the 3D printer noise. Makers are always 3D printing something. Okay, so basically now I can move one side without moving the other side now. See, that side is moving and this side is barely moving. I could move that side by moving this side. So that one moving more than that side now. So all we need to do, Rob said, is to make sure that the distance between those two are identical. Okay, so let's see if we could get this distance and that distance equal. And since I loosened this side, I'm going to keep this side constant, and I'm going to move that one so that you'll move that side. So let's see how far we are here. Let's make it about 29 even. Okay, I'm going to make it right there. Now we go to this side, and this should be smaller. Yeah, so it needs to go that way to keep it even. And how do I do this? I need 3 hands. Okay, I need to hold this and then move that side. So I'm going to hold this side such that, oh geez, I just moved it. Okay, anyway, I'm just going to move that side by moving the rod here. It wants to move, but wow, it doesn't stay at all. It doesn't stay at all. It wants to go back. Okay, so this one has moved. This may be a 3% job. So that's still now 29 again. Hey! No, that needs to move further that way still. Maybe I should just wing it and tighten it and see, and then double check my result. Because it really doesn't want to stay where I put it. See it how it bounces back. I mean, it is being moved in here. I could move it here without moving this side much, but it just doesn't want to stay there. Okay, I'm gonna like do that and then tighten it and see where we are. Well, I should measure it though, right? It's still 29, a little bit further than before. Hey, I got lucky. That's not bad. Okay, I'm not gonna touch it and see if I can tighten this without moving anything. I think all we have to do is tighten one of them, and then we can tighten the other ones once we are happy with the measurement. It's pretty close. This is 29.1 and a smidgen, and this one is 29.1 and a smidgen. Okay, we'll call that good. So I tightened one of them. So that should allow us to move this, and both sides should move. Tighten this one now. Oh, I'm excited to get this straight. Okay, wish me luck. I've got a file loaded up on K40 Whisper, and let's turn on the laser. Hey Google, turn on the laser cutter. So that's the old one. We'll keep that for comparison. Turn laser on. We got our model over here. I think I'm gonna etch the blue line. So that should just be a thin line real fast. I move really fast because I didn't want to change the intensity because otherwise it will cut. So now we got that. Let's do the cut. Moment of truth. It's still pretty fast at 40. I hope it cuts all the way through. Oh, I forgot to turn on the air assist. Phew, that was what that flame was all about. Okay, looks as good as before, but that's not a problem. The problem was whether or not it's straight. Okay, moment of truth. Here's the old one. Here's the new one. I think I measured it this way, didn't I? Dun dun dun. Oh, I think it works, guys. Rob, thank you very much, man. Let's get a closer look. Check that out. Let's compare the before and after. So this one is the before, this is the after. So if I land this up on that side, yeah, you can see that there is a difference there. Thank you very much, Rob. Awesome.